Okay, so I am going to show you how I've been using my beauty blender to apply my foundation and I'm kind of blending my concealer lately. And I curled my hair and I just kind of put it back in a headband so it's out of my face. So this is what I look like with no makeup on. The camera is kind of accentuating some redness. I have a little bit of redness here and a little bit of redness here and some freckles. But it looks way more red in the camera than it does in person. So, oh well, it's just accentuating it all. So I'm fine with that. Okay, so what I do is, first thing is I apply some of this Reviving Eye Gel. This is from Boots number 7. You can get this at Target. Apply just a little bit under my eye. Then I use my X Out Shine Control on my T-zone area. And I'm just going to kind of run you through my routine of what I do. Then I take a little bit of my Scandinavia Shine Spray. I shake it up and I kind of just spritz that all over my face. This is really good, especially for in the summertime, since it does get a lot hotter and you're more likely to sweat and get oily. This really helps on kind of controlling the oil situation. And while that's kind of drying a little bit, I take my Garnier Skin Renew Dark Circle Roller and I will just run this right under my eyes. And I kind of just let it sit for a few minutes. Or not a few minutes, but a few seconds. So just kind of let it sit and kind of soak in and absorb. And the primer I'm going to be using today is the Revlon Photo Ready Perfecting Primer. It's not a bad primer. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. It's not my favorite, but you know, it works. And then as for my nail color, this is, oh, I just got it. It's from the new Essie's collection. It's either in Lights or it's in Action. I can't remember which one it is because I got the pink one. And one is Lights and one's Action. And I hate the color. I'm going to actually return it. In the bottle, it looks like a neon milky orange, but on my nails, it's like a hideous color. I hate it. So I'm going to be returning that. Okay, so then I take my primer and I just do like 2 little pumps in my hand. And we're going to put that all over our face. So use whatever primer you have. And just put it all over. If you don't want to use a primer, you don't have to. And this one is, I think it's a silicone-based primer because it definitely feels like other silicone primers that I've used. But it works good. It kind of smooths and evens out, you know, any pores or anything that you have. So, okay. So the foundation I'm going to be using is my Studio Fix Fluid in NW18. It's a tad bit dark. You'll see when I apply it to my face, but my the rest of my body is really tan. I don't know if it's going to show how tan my arm is compared to my face. So my chest, my legs, and my arms are all very tan, and my face just doesn't get tan. So I shake it up, and then I pour, or it has a pump, so I just kind of pump some on the back of my hand. And you take your beauty blender, make sure it's damp, not wet, but damp, and you'll see it grows in size when you get it wet. And you just take it, and I just kind of dab it into the product, and then I just start kind of bouncing it all over my face. I'll do one side and the other.
A silent whisper in this cold September air told me you'd be here. And I see you looking at me, looking at you, but you're avoiding me, so you don't have to say the words that'll push away your pride. Still stuck in time, still on your mind. I know, 'cause it all comes rushing back. Your eyes look the same as the first day we met, but you walk by like we haven't, and I feel the same as 2 years ago tonight. And I wanted you to look at me tonight, feel something you forgot you could. I never thought it would just be you looking at me, looking at you. And I wish this wind would carry my words over to you, so I didn't have to.
My neck and my face are significantly lighter than the rest of my body. I don't know why that is. Maybe because I use a lot of SPF on my face and I exfoliate a lot, so it doesn't give it a chance to get tan even when I do like bake and bake, self-tanners. Okay, so because I explained it, you know, of course it took me a little longer, but it's a really fast application. It's super easy to do, and it just like, it covers everything. I just love it. But I'm going to do a little bit of concealer, and I got a new concealer palette. This is the Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda, which I've of course heard so many good things about it here on YouTube. So I'm going to try it out because I've never used it before. I'm going to use the lightest color, and I like to just put a little concealer under my eyes just to brighten them up a bit. And put some on this side. And I'm going to kind of take it out this way a little bit, just to kind of brighten up that whole area. And then I'm going to kind of mix this one and that one, because that one's kind of like a green tone to cancel out any redness. And I get a little redness around my nose and right around here. Okay. Then take your beauty blender again, and you could use this corner if you want to get kind of in there, and you just kind of pounce it again to see how that looks. And I just love the way that this applies my makeup. I have not used a foundation brush since I've got this, and I've had it for over a month now, and I have not touched a foundation brush. The one thing though that I found is I tried my Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation using this, and it did not work very well at all. So that one I probably will still have to use the brush. I'll play with it and I'll play around with it a little bit more with this, but any other foundation, tinted moisturizers, all of that works really great. But for some reason my Amazonian Clay foundation by Tarte just, I don't know, it doesn't apply right. So I guess I'll just finish up my face makeup for the sake of this video. So then to set my under eye concealer, I'm just going to use my powder flage and this fluffy brush that I got from my Glam bag for I think March. And I actually did get a new under eye setting powder that was recommended by many of you, and it is the Well Rested, and I can't wait to use it, but I'm going to use up my powder flage first. And it's funny because the powder flage is a pink toned and the Well Rested is a yellow tone, and I totally love the Well Rested way more because I did use it once or twice, and then I told myself I needed to discipline myself to use up the product that I already had opened. So that was to set that. And then to set my foundation, I'm going to use my Studio Fix by MAC. Looks like that. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. Kabuki brush. It's my all-time favorite. And I'm gonna just kind of buff that in all over. I really do like this powder. It has really great coverage, so if you were just to put on a little bit of concealer and then put this on, it just really has really good coverage. Or a tinted moisturizer. I think this is actually a powder foundation, but I use it as a setting powder because I just like a lot of coverage. It's just my personal taste. Okay, I'm going to use my Hoola bronzer because that's my bronzer for the week that I'm using up. So I'm just using this brush here, which is the SS165 by Sigma. It's the old numbering. I don't know what the new numbering is. Tap that off. And contour right in my cheekbones. Okay. A little bit up along the sides of my temples, along the jawline, and just kind of swirl it in. Okay, so there's my contour. I'm going to use a new cream blush today. I picked some up from Target. These are the Sonia Kashuk ones, and I think I'm going to use gonna use this one today. This one is in Blossom. Do focus, there we go. It's in Blossom, it's a really pretty color. And my favorite brush to apply any cream blush would be the buffing brush by Real Techniques. I'm just gonna kind of get that in the product and kind of dab it on both cheeks and blend. This is my first time using it. I kind of swatched it on my hand yesterday and I really liked it. Ooh, it is really pretty. This is a very like subtle color, so if you have fair skin or medium skin tones and you just wanted a soft, really soft blush, this is amazing. Can you see that? It's just like the perfect, like really soft, natural blush. But if you know me, I can't just do soft natural blush. I need to do like blush on top of it. So I will do a neutrally blush because I think I'm going to do bright lips today. This is called, this is their beautifying blush, and I got the shade Pink, which looks like this, and this is a powder blush. And to apply it, I'm going to use my powder blush brush, I don't know, Sigma SS168. It's just their angled brush, and I love this for powder blush. And just kind of apply that right to the cheekbones. This is a really pretty color too. If you want just a very natural, soft blush, this is amazing. Yeah, this is really, really pretty. Yeah, if you like really soft makeup, like if you were to do like a no makeup look and you wanted to wear blush, I would highly recommend the cream blush in Blossom and the beautifying blush in Pink because that combination is really nice. And when you pair a cream blush with a powder blush, it just helps the staying power. And then I always take my brush and just kind of blend it all together, blend around the edges, just to make it really like seamless. Then I guess for my highlight today, I'm going to use my MAC cream base in Shell and a, what is this called? Tapered kabuki brush. And this was in my favorites or the April favorites. Using this combination, it really helps make it less torture to finish up this product because it applies it so much nicer than using your finger. And anytime I use any cream product, I always, always, always set it with a powder. Okay, and then I'm just going to use that same brush. And this came in that Tarte Starlit palette that I got, the mirrored box. I'm just going to use the highlight shade on there. I tried to depot these because they come in like a little plastic thing, and I tried to pop the pans out and totally shattered the bronzer that came in it, which was such a disaster. It fell on the floor and there was no salvaging it because the product is just so soft that it just crumbled to a bazillion pieces all over my kitchen. Okay, so that is kind of my everyday foundation routine using the Beauty Blender. I had a lot of requests to do a video on this. I've been loving it. I highly recommend it. Another option, which this looks different than it does now. This is the Soho Beauty Blender. Here is a Beauty Blender and here's the Soho one. The new Soho one is shaped a lot different now. Density wise, they're about the same. So I would say if you don't want to spend the money on a Beauty Blender, go try the Soho one out, and I'm sure it works just as well. I did have a request to do a tutorial or comparison review video using both of them, which I might still do, or I probably will. But I wanted to get this up since I was going to do my makeup, and Benji has Ethan, so I can kind of concentrate on doing a video. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!